Let's talk about spiritual awakening truth. Okay. So I'll give you one example that most will not gonna tell you in the beginning. Okay. So if you are really true awakened, and you went through the process, and if you are someone who really did go through this path, you are not going to how you call that, steer away people from not knowing. So I, for one, I'm going to tell you, because in the beginning I have no idea what is this all about. Okay, so here's one truth. Spiritual awakening is not only love and light. In the beginning, you're going to be full of bliss, right? That's what we feel. We are so close to source. The downloads are crazy. We feel love. We are protected. We are overwhelmed with how love is, right? With you, I don't think I experienced that kind of bliss that most people do or experience, because I already felt that before with my NDEs. So I never have that, except for one thing. When they said you crack the egg, this is where you know that there is a higher self. Okay, so I cracked that egg, and that's where I felt this like, it wasn't love, it was something more, not really more than love, but it's like a union between you and something else, right? This is for me, that's what the bliss is all about. Yeah, so I felt that. So I call it the cracking the egg. It's where, this is where it happens, like mostly here in the crown chakra, that there's like an opening, like, I don't know how I call it. This is what I call it, but I think they said about it. But if you're really in the journey and you felt this, like, this is where, like, the level of your consciousness open, because you will understand what is the higher self, what it does to you, because me, early on, I really have this already, like my second month that I cracked the egg. And while integrating this higher self, so that's what I call it. Okay, so the higher self integration. But I'm going to tell you about the higher self too. Okay, I don't think not many people, no one talk about it, which my higher self told me about it, but I don't think it wasn't talked about the higher self. Okay, the next one I'm going to talk about is, it's not only love and light. It's about facing your demons. Demons in a form, it depends on if you have demons in your dreams or your life is very chaotic. I call this demons in your life. It is in a form of trauma, chaos. Yeah. So stripping away everything in your life, okay? Everything. So if your life has not been stripped away, you are not awakened, fully awakened. You are just in the bliss period. Because it tells you to surrender everything, like everything, career, people, everything in the scenario of your life, from here now, or what you see now, is going to, everything will be, you're gonna be blown away by it. Why is that? Because you are going to break down the system, break down the old programming. So how can you elevate yourself if you are not going through this? So that's why people tend to go back to sleep. They just have the tools that they can get, that they can know to live day by day, to go through life, But there's nothing wrong with that, living in the present. It's a choice, it's a free will. Nothing wrong with that. But the only thing is that if you're given a chance to, you've been awakened, you get a little nudge from source. Why not give it all, So, and also this one, if you are afraid to speak your truth, okay, and you are pushing everybody or everyone that you know or like that. If you're pushing, not even the people you know, it's like the people that you don't know. If you're able to speak your truth without expectation, with knowing that you are going to be mocked because of your truth. If you're not going to face this, if you are afraid to face this, you're not fully awakened. You are just in the love and light mode, you know. Yeah, you will still go through all the inner healing like that, all the rituals, but your inner core, you haven't gone through it, because the inner core, you really have to go to this dark path. And in this dark path, you're gonna face your demons, scenarios, initiations. Yeah, but the full price with that is knowing your truth, knowing who you are, knowing what this is all about. Are you not going to take that road, that path? It might not. It might be unknown to you, but the thing about is, it's not. It is. It's hard to explain. It is about the experience. Even if it's so hard for you to comprehend now what I'm saying, but this is the path of the unknown. Because creation, how can you create something if you already know something, right? This is why you go through this process, because you are going to create later on. You are going to be the handler of your life, the controller of your life. Don't let someone control over you. Control your power. Siphon your energy. I had enough of that. Years and years of siphoning my energy is really boils my blood. Here's the thing. It's not only love and light. You can be angry, but you can process that towards the end of the day. Because you cannot let that knowing or no, your energy to stuck in there. You know how to alchemize it. So that's the beauty of it. When you know the process of this, you know how to alchemize everything, and it's easier for the body to accept that. So this is part 1, and I'll be talking about in the next video for part 2.